Peace, love, and life, family. I am Picasso Cognizance. This is Resolute Fathers. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tell a friend about Resolute Fathers. According to StearnsLaw.com, understanding back child support in Georgia. Back child support is the child support amount set out in a court order that is owed but currently unpaid. It is also referred to as child support arrearage or arrears. When child support is not paid pursuant to the court order and no attempts are made to pay down the arrears, then interest, attorney fees, and court costs can be imposed. Now you hear this? Child support is a federal funding program. If you remember me saying this, I say this all the time. So you got to be mindful. The attorney fees and court costs and the interest and everything comes into play when no attempts are made to pay down the arrears, or if you don't pay them at all, that's when these boys come in and collect that money. Okay, got to be mindful of this. Generally, there is no statute of limitations on back child support payment arrears in Georgia. That is obviously very important because unlike other debts, child support arrearages may be pursued potentially decades later. Additionally, it is important to note that child support is not dischargeable in bankruptcy. Although a plan to repay child support is available in the bankruptcy court, the child support will not be wiped out. Can you take legal actions to resolve back child support? As opposed to child support services actions discussed below, a custodial parent can also bring an action for contempt against the non-custodial parent. Now you see that? Now they pitting one parent against the other parent. Be mindful of this. This is common if the original order to establish child support was issued by a superior court, such as through a divorce legitimation action. In such actions for contempt, the custodial parent can not only seek the child support amount owed, but can also ask the court to award them interest on the balance owed. If the custodial parent hires an attorney to bring a contempt action against the non-custodial parent, they will also likely ask the court to order the non-custodial parent to pay their attorney fees and costs of litigation. They stand a good chance the court will award a portion or all of those fees and costs. One reason the person owed the child support payments might prefer to use a contempt action to collect past due child support is that through it, the court has the power to incarcerate the non-custodial parent for non-payment and force them to make a purge payment to be released. Listen, family. Now, I thought this supposed to be for the children. You feel me? Now, child support has both of the parents going against each other. The non-custodial parent can be placed in jail because the non-custodial parent haven't been paying, been doing their obligations or whatnot. Now, it makes no sense. What I think or what should happen if anything, they're already seizing your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Once you give child support that social security number, which is the key piece of information, this is how they track you. They're already going to seize your bank account. They're going to, collect that money from your job as well. So I'm not understanding why the other parent, the non-custodial parent, will be incarcerated because of this situation. I mean, a lot of things could happen. You know what I'm saying? Not because he or she do not want to take care of their responsibility. Maybe they got laid off, anything could happen. But this is a so-called court order. Now, right there, that's straight deception because this is not court. Not going to court when you go to child support. It is a hearing, family. It's a 4D hearing, a child support hearing. So we got to be mindful of that. Okay? Now, the non-paying parent stays in jail without any way to get out except to pay the purge amount. So the purge amount payment can be all or some of the court order support balance owed. Think of it as child support bail and the amount required to be paid to get out of jail. Child support arrears forgiveness. In Georgia, child support arrearage cannot be waived, dropped, or forgiven by the custodial parent. The debt will continue to exist long after the child has become an adult. The only likely recourse a parent who owes child support has to try to negotiate a repayment plan and, if eligible, through a child support modification action, seek a reduction in the amount their obligation for future payments. Can child support be forgiven? No. That's what they say. Modifying child support must be done through a court order and not simply through an agreement between the parents. You see that? Make sure to avoid a verbal agreement for child support adjustment, as it will not be binding on either party. Instead, work together. Now they want you to work together with the court and a qualified family law attorney. There you go. That's what I'm saying. A qualified family law attorney. I told you, man, you got to watch out for them. Keep your eye out on those attorneys, man. They're collecting that money. I'm telling you, family, to assure that your modification is legally binding and thorough. Penalties for unpaid child support. The longer child support goes unpaid, the more severe the penalties grow. Initially, the Division of Child Support Services will use various collection tactics to bring the account current. These tactics include wage garnishment and tax refund or lottery winning interceptions. And these methods do not resolve the outstanding balance. Once $2,500 or more is owed in back child support, non-custodial parents may lose their ability to maintain active license, such as drivers, hunting, job-related, and more. They may also be unable to receive or retain a United States passport. Okay? Is unpaid child support illegal? It is a misdemeanor to fail to support your dependents. Back child support becomes a felony in Georgia when a person reaches the third offense for failing to pay or leaves the state. Okay? Now, man, this is serious. And the reason why it's it's a felony. You can get a felony on your record because child support is a what? Federal funding program. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Once arrested for criminal non-support, a person can spend 1 to 3 years in prison. Wow. After being arrested for failing to pay child support, a non-custodial parent could find it even harder to earn the income necessary to resolve financial and legal problems. Having a criminal history for either misdemeanor or felony child support payment charges could negatively impact a person's ability to gain employment or find a place to live. You see, now, why would you even do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would they even set something up like this? Because they are upset because they're not getting their cut. And remember now, this has nothing to do with the children. If you go and read a 4D application, it will tell you straight up that child support is only there to benefit the state best interest, to benefit the state interest. Okay, got to be mindful. It has nothing to do with the child, the non-custodial parent, the custodial parent, or whoever. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to be mindful of this, family. This lack of income has the potential to cause a vicious cycle of child support related charges. You feel me? So, family, make sure you like, subscribe, and tell a friend about Resolute Fathers. Join Resolute Fathers Patreon. A lot of information, good information that is on the Patreon once you join it. And also get the book, Who's the Daddy? If you haven't got that copy, get the book, Who's the Daddy? You know, it is on Amazon. I'm telling you, family, we have to put these differences aside and take care of our responsibility. You know what I'm saying? These children are our children. It's not the state or the federal government. You know what I'm saying? So once you get them involved, this is how they get they cut. That's all they care about. It's about that money. It's called cost recovery. You feel what I'm saying? So share, like. Resolute Fathers stand up. Resolute Mothers stand up. Let's keep it going, okay? Peace, love, and light.